Hello, Phenomenal. I'm Maria Angelova, and I'm here for the lesson about looking your best on your videos. This is part of the Easy Video Creation 5-day challenge, and I am encouraging you to see the other videos about the 3 W's, about your mindset, about the equipment that you can use, and today we're going to talk about the tips that I can share with you, how you can look your best. We're going to talk about the lighting, the positioning of your face, and much more.
Let's start with the lightings. Actually, this is very, very important. Many years ago, when I first heard about how important lighting it is, I didn't believe it. But it turns that, yes, it is very, very important. As I mentioned in the video about the equipment, the best lighting is the normal outside daylight, especially when it's not in the sunny place, because the sun might create some shadows from the trees or shadows on your face, but still the daylight, if you're not in front of the sun or in some shadowy place, is the best light that you can have. Right now I'm in front of this window using that daylight. So let me show you how my face might be different from the different angles. So now I'm in front of this light. You see, I'm in front of that light. And if I am even turn a little bit to the room, the light is on this part of my face, and this part is almost in a shadow that might not be the best to my face to the most pleasant lighting on my face. And if we are this way, if we put the light behind us, our face is completely dark. So I would suggest, if you're using your window behind you, you should have a very good lighting in front of you, which should be like artificial lighting, not the day lighting. So see how different it is, only a simple turning to the light. Okay, so looking your best in the lighting, use your daylight if you can. If not, make sure that you're careful with the lighting that you're using at home. One rule that you can use is your light that is like a light on the top might create a lot of shadows for you. So let me turn this light so you can see how that might be. Yeah. You see, if I use this light for my up, you see how many shadows it creates. So that might be not the best light to use, the light that is on the top. And if we are using the artificial light, that you make sure that they are set properly. So let me do this. So if I would be using an artificial light, I suggest being careful that light not to come from above, but to be like on your level. You see that light here is on my level. So when I'm in front of that light is not creating much shadows on me. Okay, you see how this light is here. If the light is a little up, it's not exactly the same effect, but still it is on this level, on my level. And I can play with it. If I'm sitting, I can put it to be a little down. I can put it to be towards my face. So I'm creating some lighting that is coming towards me. The other thing is the shadows. See, if we are using this light and I sit here and I'm using the light, this can create shadows that are moving, just a minute only, moving behind me. Sometimes these shadows could be bigger, depends on the light, and that might be kind of distracting. So make sure that you're avoiding big shadows. One way you can avoid big shadows is not to sit very close to the wall. If you are far away from the wall, you'll avoid that shadows. Okay. Now we're coming to something that you see here. I have the shadow. Let me take off this, and I use this normal light. One thing that I'm really careful with making my videos is how my eyes are coming towards my audience. Do I look at them from above, or do I look them on our level or below? You know, something that I realize, many people are, when they're shooting their videos, they put their cameras on the table, and that there is a psychological, effect on that you use your camera on that level that is below your eye level, so your eyes are close or a bit closed, and your chin is is in the video a lot, which usually doesn't look very well. Your ceiling is above, and as a result, you don't look your best. But something that I really don't feel well about this is that, as if the person that is talking to me when I'm watching this kind of videos is looking above me. And I don't feel very good about this. So if I'm on your level, if I'm coming from the screen on your level, you look at my eyes and they are open, and I'm on your level of talking. I'm not looking above you. So you feel better if you are observing me talking on your level. So that's why I was talking about this tripods, to make sure that your tripod has a different level, so you can put the level of your camera so you can look better. You can look on the level of the person that is watching you. That is going to help you, even with what kind of connection you have with your audience. They're saying that when we connect with the children are much better connected with us if we go to their level. The same with animals, actually, but that's with anybody. We don't feel very well when we have to see somebody that is above us. So that's my suggestion, to look more accessible to your audience. If you don't have a tripod, if you or you have some of these very little ones, I would suggest you put them, or if you're using your computer to, for, let's say, for a business meeting, one thing that you can do is you can take a box and put the box, and on the box put your computer, so the computer be on that level, the camera of the computer to be on your level. I know that Oprah was showing how she puts her computer on books, like pile of books, to have her camera being up on that level. This is something that I'm very careful about this, and I suggest you do too. I took off that light from above because I realized when I left the light, you see that shadows on my face, so they don't look very, very attractive. Another thing for you looking your best on camera, I don't put much makeup. You can put all kind of makeup on your face, but when we're using some of the creams that are greasy, they shine, they make our face shine. This usually does not look very appealing, especially when there is lighting. Even without lighting, when the face is shiny, it's kind of disturbing. When there is lights that shine on the face, looks like white circles. So that even might feel a bit disturbing for the people who are watching your videos. That's another tip, to make sure that your face is not shiny with some shiny cream. With the lipstick, okay, lipstick might be shiny, but not the whole face. And we're coming to the background. When my son started shooting his videos, and I told him, turn around, see your background, he said, oh, people are not watching my background. And then he saw his first video and he said, oh gosh, it's so disturbing. So when you start making that videos, make sure that behind you there's something that that you'll be enjoying your audience to see. Often we are not even realizing how much the audience could be disturbed, or the person who is watching might be disturbed, by seeing something behind us. Imagine how curious you are, and I believe everybody is curious. If we see something or there's a lot of things behind the person who is talking, usually say, "Oh yeah, what is that? And what is that?" You don't want to create that curiosity for your background. It's better the background to relate somehow with the message that you're bringing, or to be really very simple. It's usually better to have a deep background. Let's say that I'm in a small room here, but if I can have like a really deep background, would look better. Now with that white wall, I guess it's not so disturbing for you. So I put some flowers here in front around me, to have something around me. But you can decide for yourself best what you'd like for your message to have as a background. And make sure that something else, if you put something with a label, let's say Coca-Cola or anything, that works for you. Because labels, you never know, you might become very, very well known and famous in the future. Usually labels are used to create awareness of that brand. If you're not bringing that brand as something in your business, you better don't put the labels behind you. They are not desirable. Another tip that I would like to share with you is positioning your face in the camera and on the screen. And I'm going to show you 2 ways that my face can appear in front of you, and you tell me which one you like better. Let's say one is this, as I am right now, or the other is this. And if I'm further, like this. Which one you like better? And I see many people are not careful when they position their camera, and they stay this way. So you can see the whole space above me here. All this surrounding is around me as if I'm in a box, in the bottom of the box. So you as a like person who watches this this video, this box, I guess you wouldn't feel very well watching me here down, and compared to this way. So when I'm almost in the whole that box, I'm taking the whole space, and I have very little above my head to the frame of the of this video. So the frame is something that you should look as a box, how you position yourself in this frame. So I suggest when you start framing yourself, be careful not to look this way, you know. Don't leave a lot of space above your head. Position your head to be the center of that frame. Another tip I would like to share with you is where you're staring at. Are you staring at yourself on the screen, or actually you're watching your audience? Looking at that opening of your camera, at your camera, makes you look to the audience as if you're looking at them. So make sure that you're turning your eyes towards that camera, not looking at yourself on the screen. Especially when there is a time that you would like to communicate something to your audience, I prefer to see that person talking to me. I know that many video makers are creating videos for people that are looking aside from the camera. I personally don't feel very well. I prefer if somebody's teaching me something and I have to learn something, that person to look at me. So that looking at me is when you're looking at the camera of your phone. So find it. It's a very tiny thing, but find it and look at that. So that is going to create your better connection. One tip that I wanted to share with you as an actress is the relaxation of your body and your face in front of the camera. It's usually takes a bit of training to be relaxed on the stage or in front of camera. And I would like to share something with you that you can see in some of my other videos that I'm sharing, how to relax, how to go from stress to smile. And I'm going to put a link to that trainings. But for now, I would like to share a few tips with you. So the stress muscles are squeezed, they are crunched when we're in stress. And our face and our body is reacting to the stress with these muscles. So once we know about these muscles, we can relax them. So where these muscles are, so the biggest muscle is this here, the muscle here on the shoulders. Usually with the stress, we tend to do this, to go down to that muscle to be really tense. So one thing you can do is simply massage a little bit and do a bit of exercise and dropping your shoulders so you can relax that muscle. The other important muscle is the muscle around the mouth. It's usually make our mouth tensed and we cannot move much easy the lips. So the exercise that you can do is smile and go back and smile and or you can do an exercise like all doctors are doing it to relax this muscle. And the next muscle that is not very easy to control, but you can be aware of, is the muscle here around the eyes. The simplest thing you can do is to massage it. So this is a tip about your body to look relaxed. And for more tips, you can go to the videos that I have in my other trainings, and I'm going to share that on a link. And smile often. We look better when we smile. And with this, I believe you have enough information to look your best in front of the camera, that you know how to position it, how to position your body, your background, your lighting, your preparedness for the video. And I am looking forward to seeing your videos. Have fun doing it. See you in the next lesson.